Hey guys, how are you doing? My name is Dikshit Chawla and I am an IGCSE graduate from India. Currently, I'm studying in my first year of medical school. I hope you all are doing fine. So, we've started a new series in which we'll covering whole of the IGCSE mathematics, and I'll give you some tips and tricks and how to get those pretty A stars on your mark sheet, alright? So, in the first video, we covered about the basics of algebra, and now we are going to study about substitution in algebra. So, let's continue with the lecture. Now, first, if we look at what is substitution, substitution means when you substitute a particular value in a particular expression. So, substitution, putting a certain set of values a certain set of values of something into an expression. Now let's have a look at the example, because I believe the more example than the question is you solve, the more you get hand on practice and the better you score. So if we have example right here and it's 2x minus 3b is the expression we are given, and we are also given that the value of x is 1 and the value of b is 3. Now we just substitute these values in the above expression. So solving, we put 2x as 1 minus 3b as 3. So it's 2 minus, b was 3 here. So 2 ones are 2 and 3 threes are 9. So it's 2 minus 9. The final answer comes as minus 7. Alright, pretty easy, huh? Let's move on to the next example. Here we're given that a plus 2b whole squared minus 5c. Alright, this is the expression here, and we are given the values a as 3, b as minus 2, and c as minus 4. Now be careful with these signs here, plus minus. These can get really tricky sometimes and you might mess up the whole question. So watch me solve this. So we write answer, we put a as 3 as 2, we put b as minus 2. Make sure to use brackets so you don't mess up the sign. Minus 5, again bracket, minus 4. So it's 3 plus 2 times minus 2 is minus 4 whole squared, minus 5 times minus 4 is minus 20. So it's minus 1 whole squared is minus 1 whole squared. So it's minus minus becomes plus 20. This is minus 1 squared is 1 plus 20. So our final answer comes out to be 21. Alright, good. Let's move on to the next question. Here's kind of a word problem here. We're given an expression x squared upon 2 minus x upon 2. So this is our pretty expression here. And what is the meaning of this expression? This expression states that this x squared by 2 minus x upon 2, these are the number of chess games played among x competitors. And the question is asking how many games are played when the number of competitors are 4. So we apply something here called as the unitary method. So when you apply the unitary method, it's unitary, UNITRY, unitary method. Unit means one. So we write as it is that the games, these many number of games, or we start from here to avoid any sort of confusion that when there are x competitors, the number of games played are x squared upon 2 minus x upon 2. So when there is one competitor, the number of games played will be. Now, of course, a game can't be played when there is only one competitor. But for the sake of maths, let's just calculate it. So it's x squared upon 2 minus x upon 2. We divide this whole by x. So we get x squared by 2 minus x upon 2 divided by x. So this x cancels this, remains 1, and this x cancels this whole x, so it's x upon 2 minus 1 upon 2. So yeah, we got this when there is one competitors. Now in the paper, any number of competitors, we just multiply this pretty thing right here by the number of competitors it's asking. Now the question is it is asking then when the number of competitors are 4. So when there are 4 competitors, the number of games played will be, for 1 it was this value, for 4 this will be this value, that is x upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by 4. So it's 2x minus 2. We take the 2 common here, so it's 2x minus 1. This will be our answer. You got it, guys? This was a good question. It can be tricky sometimes. Now the next example here is we're given this expression. This is a pretty long expression, guys, but no need to worry. The questions are pretty simple. Don't be scared by the question. You just need to put the values. So m we are given as 2 and n we are given as minus 3. The main concern in these types of questions is that you don't mess up the signs. Once you mess up the sign, your whole question will go in the wrong direction. So the best way to avoid the mistake in sign is I use brackets everywhere. Every single step I use brackets. Watch me do the solution. So m we're given as 2, so it's 2 cubed minus n we're given as minus 3, again bracket, minus 3 cubed divided by m as 2 squared plus m as 2, n as minus 3 plus n as minus 3 cubed plus 2. Alright, now this becomes pretty simple. Let's solve it. 2 cubed is 8 minus 3 cubed is minus 27. 2 square is 4 plus 2 times minus 3 is minus 6 plus minus 3 cubed is minus 27 once again plus 2. Okay, so let's open up the brackets. 8, this minus and this minus becomes plus, so it's plus 27.4. This plus and this minus becomes negative, so it's minus 6. Again, this plus and this minus becomes negative again, minus 27 plus 2. Okay, now we take the LCM. LCM will be 4. LCM is 4. Here 1, 1, 1, and 1. Alright. So it's 4 is 32 plus 27 minus 24. It's simple multiplication, guys. I'm nothing doing in anything extra. So it's minus 108 plus 8. Alright. Now let's just solve it. So the answer comes out to be, wait, let me just calculate it using my calculator. So it's 32 plus 27 minus 24 minus 108 plus 8. So it's minus 65. So the final answer is minus 65 upon 4. This is our final answer, guys. A pretty easy question, but if you mess up the sign, this will be a hell lot difficult for you. Alright, so that's all for the substitution lecture. You can note this, be careful with this unitary method. It can be very useful sometimes in these types of questions, or in the questions of ratio and proportion. You can basically use this everywhere when the quantities are proportionate. Okay, remember that. So you can note this down or take screenshots. Alright, if you want to personally study with me, have some mentorship sessions, motivating sessions, or you want to discuss any past paper, we'll solve some past papers together and get you the idea. I myself got 5 A stars on the IGCSE exam: physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and ICT, all extended. So you can just email me if you want any help, or message me on my Instagram. The links will be in the description. Alright, so yeah, pretty much it for this video. The next video will go to some advanced topics in algebra. Alright, take care, bye bye, have a nice day. Signing off.